Elon Musk, the entrepreneur known for Tesla and SpaceX, has turned his attention to the federal government. As head of the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, Musk has set his sights on the Department of Education. His goal is to streamline the agency and reduce spending. However, his methods have sparked controversy and fear. Recent actions, including drastic budget cuts and potential agency closures, have left many questioning the future of public education in America. Musk's approach is reflective of his business philosophy: efficiency above all else. He sees government agencies as bloated and wasteful. His critics, however, argue that education is not a business. They believe that his cuts will harm students, especially the most vulnerable. The debate over Musk's actions highlights a fundamental question: what is the role of government in education? Should it prioritize efficiency or equity? As Musk continues to wield his influence, the answers to these questions will have profound consequences for generations to come. One of Musk's most significant moves was a $900 million cut to the Institute of Education Sciences, or IES. This agency funds research on a wide range of educational topics, from early childhood development to college access. The cuts, amounting to roughly 90% of the IES budget, have forced the termination of 169 research contracts. These contracts supported studies on vital areas like student learning, effective reading strategies, and support programs for students with disabilities. The impact of these cuts is far-reaching. Small businesses like Activate Research, which rely on IES funding, are facing significant layoffs. Researchers are scrambling to find alternative sources of funding, delaying important studies. While some, like former IES Commissioner Mark Schneider, believe these cuts present an opportunity for reform, many fear the long-term consequences. They argue that defunding education research will ultimately harm students by hindering the development of evidence-based teaching practices and interventions. The recent turmoil reached a fever pitch when Department of Education employees received an email instructing them to vacate the building. This email, interpreted by many as a sign of imminent closure, sparked protests outside the department's Washington, D.C. headquarters. Protesters, including former department officials, union members, and concerned citizens, voiced their concerns about the potential shutdown. They fear the loss of vital services such as special education programs and English language learning support. Job losses are also a significant concern, with thousands of employees facing uncertain futures. Adding fuel to the fire, a federal judge issued a temporary restraining order blocking DOGE from accessing the Department of Education's student loan databases. The lawsuit, filed by the American Federation of Teachers, argues that DOGE lacks a legitimate need for this sensitive personal information and raises concerns about potential privacy violations. President Trump has long advocated for abolishing the Department of Education, arguing that education is a state and local issue. He views the department as inefficient and costly. The recent actions by Musk and DOGE appear to be in line with Trump's vision of shrinking the federal government's role in education. However, the potential consequences of dismantling the Department of Education are significant. Critics argue that it will exacerbate existing inequalities in the education system. They fear that states will lack the resources and oversight to ensure quality education for all students, especially those in marginalized communities. The nation stands divided. On one side are those who believe in smaller government and greater local control of education. On the other side are those who believe in the federal government's role in ensuring equity and opportunity for all students. The future of public education hangs in the balance, and the decisions made in the coming months will have lasting repercussions.